up, y'all? Welcome to the Trent the Truth Show. I'm your host, Trent the Truth. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're listening from, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on Spotify and YouTube. It's the Trent the Truth Show. And while you're doing that, give us some love on social media. It's Trent the Truth on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you search. Real quick, today's episode is brought to you by K's Cakes. Are you looking for a dessert that tastes just as good as it looks? Whether you're celebrating a birthday, baby shower, or just treating yourself through the week, K's Cakes has you covered. We service the entire Chicagoland area and most surrounding cities. We also deliver. Place your order today at kscakes.com. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at K's Cakes to see what's fresh and out the oven. K's Cakes. Because every celebration deserves something sweet. And just like I tell you guys, man, if you want to be a guest, you want to sponsor an episode, you got any questions, comments, or anything you want me to address, just email me at trentthetruthshow@gmail.com. Again, that's trentthetruthshow@gmail.com. And if you're feeling good and you want to bless us, our Cash App is TrentTheTruth88. Again, that's TrentTheTruth88. Don't forget to put the $ in the front. And for the people out there in TV land, we got the QR code on the screen ready for you to pull your phone out and make your donation from wherever you're watching. But whatever you decide to do at the show, whether it's a question, comment, you want to be a guest sponsor, or you want to make that donation, whatever it is, we're truly grateful for any and every interaction with the Trent the Truth Show. Continuous proof of that. I know y'all think y'all seeing the same person. I got my brother with me today, man. Tom.
Thanks a lot, Trent. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you for coming, man. I've been trying to get you to come on the show in front of the camera for so long.
Behind the camera.
Right, instead of always being behind the camera. For a lot of people that watch the episodes at the end, you see the face of TP Media. This is the face of TP Media. This is also the young, blessed man who has been doing all of the editing on the Trent the Truth episodes that you've been watching on YouTube. Thankful for that. 2 times for Tom.
Right.
Yeah, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but just more than that, though, like we are not bond. We are real ass blood brothers, same mama, same daddy, grew up in the same house. And man, it's good to be sitting down here with you today, just to sit down and talk, pick your brain, just I don't know, see what's inside that thing.
I finally got over wanting to be behind the camera and said, okay, all right, I'll give him this one opportunity because you've asked so many times.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, all right, I'll finally get to see myself on camera and edit myself. And
yeah,
it's so funny because while you were doing the sponsor, and I know I'm going to switch over to a screen, so I fixed my glasses and scratch my face real quick, so nobody's going to see that, but I know it's going to be there.
You know it's going to be covered.
Well, I know it's going to be there. So
little editor shit.
Exactly. Behind the scenes stuff that I'm just sitting here now, I'm waiting on everything to talk about because I know I'm gonna put a banner or something up. It's just me. The you want to get in my head, so I'm always forward thinking. I'm always behind the scenes, so I'm doing everything play by play. So I'm excited though. I'm excited to go through this process and let you pick my brain and have an adult conversation.
Yeah. Man, like I say, man, I'm super glad to have you here. When I have guests, though, I feature them. I talk about them. Like I say, I focus on them and things, and I try to make sure I get some background. And I kind of know enough about you, but still, you know what I'm saying? Give me some background in what you're doing right now, as far as employment, what you're doing for a living, all of the side things you got going on, what you've been into previously.
Okay, so as far as employment is concerned, I am a transportation manager for the Chicago Transit Authority on the Blue Pink lines.
Shouts to CTA.
And next month, on March 16th, will make 11 years that I've been there. Not as in management. It's been 3 years for management so far. It's been quite a ride, and I've come through the ranks at CTA. I was not a customer assistant. I was not a supervisor, but I was a flagger. I was a train operator, a towerman, a rail controller, and went up to management. So I did come up through the ranks. So it's very relatable for me to relate to the employees. I'm just not somebody off the street just going barking orders. I've actually worn the uniform and done the job. But it has been quite the door opener. It has been quite the eye opener, as far as working with the public transportation, doing the job, knowing the ins and outs. Before I started working there, I always wanted to know why. So when they had the opening for the position, I applied. And I applied myself to want to climb up the ladder to know why we do things or why things are done. So for now, yeah, it's been 3 years in management, and that's not where the end of the line is for me. I still want to move up the ranks, move up the food chain, and probably be the one that you all see. Knock on wood, any type of disasters that I would have to be the spokesperson that you
oh wow,
come on and see, or something like that.
And see, you like you just said you've been there 11 years, but I've been knowing you my whole life. I feel like when you got to that damn train,
here we go.
That was a match made in heaven. Those people don't know
what they did.
What they did.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah.
So it's so funny because I remember being little how we would both play as if we were bus operators, and it was more so the bus than it was the train.
Right.
I always wanted to be a bus operator
because granddaddy was a bus driver.
Grandpa was a bus driver. Yeah. Yep, daddy was a bus driver. Not for CTA, but they drove school buses.
Right.
But for me, I used to ride the bus a lot because remember, we didn't go to the same elementary school. So I was taking CTA.
Fucking 4 years old.
In second grade, right. I was taking CTA in second grade when they had the little token.
You telling your age.
Yeah, I know. It was amazing to ride all the way, like a mile away.
Right.
To go to John Hay when you all went to Andrew Jackson, and I'm on the number 57 bus going down Laramie, leaving the house at 6:30, 7 o'clock just to get to school at 8 o'clock to take the bus. But I've been on the CTA since about second grade.
But you know what though? That's so crazy to even say now, because look at the times. You was in second grade. What was that?
92, I believe.
92.
Yeah.
Okay, think about that time where obviously it was safe for a second grader to ride the bus by himself. But just think about how crazy times it got now. Like, I don't even know if parents feel comfortable letting their kids ride the CTA at any age.
So back then, times were different. I could leave the house and get on the bus. Of course, I had to be shown the route once or twice. Mom and them would get on and show me. And then after the first week, okay, you got it. This where you get on, this where you get off. And then when you go to school, you get back on here and you get back off here at Gladys. Or I would get off at Jackson once I started knowing the shortcuts, how to get home earlier. Maybe I just want to wander through the neighborhood on the way home. Eventually, as time progressed, yes, it became a little bit dangerous because I've seen things happen on the bus. I've seen the bus driver get beat up and somebody stole the paper transfers and the hole puncher, and we had to wait and call for police and all that other stuff. I've seen people just walk past the bus. I've seen people walk through the back door without paying at second grade. So now as an adult, people don't care about their $2.50. We're told not to argue. We encourage the employees not to argue with them about the $2.50. So then it was 60 cents when I was taking the bus. The little token, matter of fact, the token was 75 cents. And if I needed a transfer, I needed to pay an extra 15 cents, which made it 90 cents to get a transfer. Did I need a transfer? No. But I would save up the little 15 cents to get on the 57 and then get on the 126, which is the Jackson, to go from Jackson all the way up to Laverne, which was about 2 blocks. And as a kid, those blocks seemed long.
Especially out west.
But again, I've been taking this since second grade. It's been quite the experience to see all the different models of the buses and all the different models of the fare boxes and the uniforms and all types of things that the bus operators have to endure.
Right, because you started riding a bus when the CTA was green, right?
The old green bus, yes.
Damn,
The
you
old
old.
green bus. Yes.
How old are you, Tom?
I'm 41. I'll be 42 in May.
Okay.
May 25th. Gemini.
Okay.
God's personal assistant.
God's personal assistant.
Yes.
Head ass. But look though, those experiences riding a bus as a child you just talked about. Now, how do you guys help y'all employees? How do you help the workers have to deal with that same shit? How do you help them? Like, what do you tell them? Like,
so I don't know,
because they go through a lot, and I don't know if that little bar is enough.
The little glass shield that they're behind, they get spit on, they get punched, they get attacked because they're doing their job.
Right.
It's $2.50. CTA is about the cheapest ride that you can get, except maybe coming out of O'Hare is $5. But we encourage the employees not to argue. I don't want to have to be that manager. Well, I'm not on the bus side, so I couldn't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But on the rail side, we teach the customer assistants, just don't argue with these people. Just let them go. Mark it off on your piece of paper, on your KDR, and just let them go.
Right.
You can't argue with a fool.
But the activity on that train, though,
the red line in itself, I started on the red line in 2015. I started out of Howard. And of course, me being me, you teach me something and I do everything by the book until you get to the real-time experience. And the book does not teach you how to deal with ignorant people.
Right.
So you gotta, all being new, hey, I'm following the rules because I don't know if somebody's gonna report me. I don't know what's going on. So I go back there and tell the people, you can't smoke. Only to call control, and control tell me, okay, tell them to move to the next car and put it out, or we'll call the police. Police response time, 20, 30 minutes, all for a cigarette.
Right.
So we'll just tell the passenger, just come to the head car with me, or just wait for another train. Your life is more important than just that cigarette. I don't know what you're going through because you're smoking that cigarette. I don't want to ruffle your feathers or piss you off, for lack of a better word. So, ma'am, just come with me. We can keep moving, or we're going to wait for a delay. Or we'll take the delay, waiting on the police to get here, who ain't going to do nothing.
And they
but
most
pull
likely
you off the train so you can say, okay, we can go.
So they most likely to just come with you. And
for the most part, we encourage you to tell the passenger, sir, you can't smoke.
Right.
It's a sticker on the wall that says smoking is not allowed. The little voice, the announcement that
they definitely gonna say it.
Is smoking is not allowed. But times are different from in 1992, from when I started in second grade, to 2026.
Right.
Nowadays, you got second and third graders carrying pistols. Second and third graders smoking cigarettes. Second and third graders just cutting school.
All kind of shit.
All types of weird, crazy stuff that I never saw as a second grader, because we respected the bus driver then. We respected our elders then. If the police were called, they took somebody off the bus, and that was it.
Right.
Now, it's not worth arguing. We teach the employees, let it go.
Right.
Get from A to B safely. Do your few trips. Go back home the same way you came.
And that's it. Where'd you grow up?
We grew up on the west side.
Okay.
On 4932 West Gladys. But we moved a lot too. So I would attribute growing up on the west side and the south side.
Right.
Because we grew up in Morgan Park too.
That's true.
In our teenage years.
And just thinking about, I asked you that, Joe. I asked you that because thinking about the neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, the activities that goes on in those neighborhoods, it's so easy to get caught up in gang activity. Mm-hmm. And people that know you the furthest.
I try to relate to the young people on the block sometime and try to shake up with them, and they be like, "This nigga don't know nothing about."
Yeah.
So
how was you even able to navigate through that though? Because I know you've seen a lot. You know, we come up, like I say, I seen the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I guess I stood out.
Okay.
Like a sore thumb. Seriously, like I people knew I wasn't a part of a gang. I didn't sag. I didn't know anything about wearing different colors. I mean, I stayed to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was always doing something different than the average street person.
I remember.
They would never bother me, or they knew AJ.
Right.
Oh, that's AJ's little brother. He ain't on nothing. He far from what we think he about to do. And in actuality, I could be the person that might be the one. But I was not.
Right.
I never
right.
I never fed into that. I never entertained it to want to be a street person. And I guess again, even now I kind of stand out because I wear a belt. I tuck my shirt in. I'm not wearing. I just started getting into buying Jordans, but I never wore that.
Right, it'd be funny as hell to see you
in some Jordans, yeah. Or I try to walk around with no belt on. Like earlier today, I tried walking around with no belt, and it was very irritating. And I'm like, no,
that ain't your style.
It's not. It's not my style.
So, what do you say about people that make the excuse of saying, "Oh, because I grew up in these areas, then I had to be this kind of way"? You think that's crap, or
you just said it?
What?
It's an excuse.
That's true.
It's an excuse. Excuses are tools of the incompetent. And because you grew up out west don't mean you have to have that out west mentality. Now, we joke about out west, but there's some good things that come from out west.
Well, anyway, not just out west.
It comes from everywhere. Good people come from everywhere. They're not a product of their environment. So what do I say to people who just use that as an excuse? It's just that, an excuse.
Right.
It's simply that, an excuse. You don't want to try, you don't want to do better, you don't want to do shit for yourself, but use the West Side as an excuse. Or I grew up poor. Okay, we know a lot of people that grew up poor, but we know a lot of people who grew up and left their situation.
That's true.
And don't look back. So no, that's just it. It's an excuse.
You mentioned about because some of the ways that you was able to stay away from street activity and all of that. You said you stood out like a sore thumb. Was that something that worked to your benefit, or was that something that people always kind of made you feel different because of? Like
it both. It worked to my benefit because if they were going to do something mischievous, I had enough sense to say, no, I don't want to do that. And the reason why I knew I didn't want to do that, because Thomas Jr. was going to whoop my ass,
right,
for getting into some shit outside of what he sent me to school for. I told you to get on the bus, to go to school, get on the bus, to come back home from school, not stealing out of Amico.
Right.
Or not busting somebody's car window. I'd had to, if I did something like that and got caught, that just wasn't an ordinary ass whooping with a belt. That was anger and slavery ass whooping. So if I didn't want that, I'd basically stuck from A to B, doing what I was supposed to do.
You listen to me. I'm the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what not to do from seeing how you got your ass on.
Because I stayed doing shit that I wasn't supposed to do.
I'm talking about.
As you got older, you become curious.
Oh my damn. I seen you get your ass whooped. I say, yeah.
Yeah. And that was motivation for you and Shauna to say, dude, he got his ass whooped. Let me stay my ass away from exactly
I'm cool on that.
Yeah.
I'm cool on that.
As you get older, you become curious and you do things that your parents tell you not to do, but that's a part of growing up.
That's true.
You learn from your mistakes. You learn how to, my oldest brother did that, and I saw he got his ass beat.
Boy.
If I don't want that same ass whooping, I'm taking my ass the other way.
You got this one ass whooping.
Daddy was hard on me. He was very hard on me, and I find myself now being a lot like him.
Right, we all are in certain little pieces.
In certain little pieces and ways, being a lot like him. Like, for example, I couldn't bring home a low grade on my report card. I had to kiss the summer goodbye. My summers was at the kitchen table while y'all out at the block party, or y'all going to Austin Town Hall swimming pool. And
it was quite often.
Very much so. It's almost like every fucking year.
Yeah.
I remember the one time in 6th grade, I had 6 Fs.
Right. What the fuck was you doing?
Playing. I thought the teacher was just a joke. Just playing. Her name was Miss White. I'll never forget her. Her name was Miss White at May School.
6 Fs in grammar school. What is
Fs.
English? Math.
Yep.
Social studies.
It was 6 F's, and
Art.
he beat the shit out of me.
Damn, nigga.
I'm talking about he.
Oh, I remember.
Beat the shit out of me, and
I remember.
I tried to change one of the F's into an A.
I remember that.
By putting a little line down there. I did some really fucked up
this
shit.
guy.
Fifth grade and up is when I kind of just like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna do what
I was just finna say 5th grade, cause see, that's where we arrived to. Cause see, I was finna catch you up. You was talking about how you was able to stay out of certain troubles because you had a dad.
Yep.
But that shit ain't stopped you with certain things.
Cause in school, in school was different because I saw my classmates, the class clown, get up and do stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, the teacher ain't bothering him. I ain't saying nothing to him. But what made us different too is mama and daddy always stayed up at the school, or they sent the little notes to school saying, if he gonna act the fucking fool, call my cell phone immediately.
That's true.
And I will come up
They
there.
did. Daddy used to just pop up.
All the way up until high school when I finally found the courage to ditch school. And the teacher called and was like, hey, is Thomas okay? Daddy answered the phone like, fuck you mean? Is he okay? He in school. He ain't been here in 2 days. So you already know he got up. What he had, that Volvo, that brown Volvo?
It was black.
It was black or was it brown?
Black.
So he went up to the school, went to my radio TV class, and all my classmates laughed at me then. It was like, Thomas, your daddy came and said, this the class he's supposed to be in? And he ain't here? And where was I at? I'd never forget the teacher who saw me. I was walking down Halsted, 103rd and Halsted, and she seen me and she went and told the teacher, I seen Thomas. And not even just that. That was the first day. The second day, he used Shauna against me. She snitched on me.
That mother.
Exactly. She, man, they gave me a cell phone. She was like, hey, where you at? I'm just calling to check on you. I'm like, oh, I'm at one of my friends' house. Where's that at? Giving the address like she finna leave school early.
Oh, she dirty.
She did me bad.
Y'all always had a little.
We did. We were always at odds.
Little tiffs here and there.
Yeah. So she got me in high school, and she Daddy came knocking on his door, and he's like, Thomas in here. I mean, he just bust in, and I'm standing right there, and boom, black eye. Sent me to school the next day. The teacher was like, what was that song? Magic Stick by 50 Cent, and it's a verse in there, 1 minute, 6 seconds. And she said, Mr. Pearson, all he had was 1 minute, 6 seconds with your ass, and I got a black eye. And not a teacher called CPS, DCF.
Of course.
Nothing. I'm walking around the school with a black eye.
Because they know who gave it to you.
Because they know exactly why I got it. And none of them batted an eye to help save me or nothing. So
ain't no saving you. You talking about high school, though, but listen. I don't know if you remember, but you have an affinity with keys.
I'll go back into it. But to answer your question, now Walker Branch was the library that I did my community service at. And I had the librarian's master copy card. It wasn't keys. It was a master copy card.
How did you get it?
Because when I was doing community service, if people needed stuff or if people had an issue, she would tell me where it was and say, hey, look, if somebody needs help or something, here's the copy card.
Little did they know.
And so the security guard, who was a police officer, what happened was I ended up keeping the copy card. Mm-hmm. And so it was like, well, the copy card is missing and I don't know where it is. So one day I went to make a copy and I used the copy card. And the security guard called. He was like, yeah, you got the copy card that she's been looking for. He called the police. This white guy. He called the police. Now, if you've never been to Woodson Regional Library on 95th, their copy machines have a copy card.
Right.
And I was trying to say I used theirs. And he's like, no, you use this card and all this other stuff. He made a big deal out of it. But that's when I really started getting into some seriously mischievous shit. And I think it was
you was like maybe 15, 16?
14, 15, yeah. And I think it was at the time where I think that was a cry for attention. Because we were so sheltered. We couldn't do stuff. And then too, again, I seen other people do stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, nothing's happening to them. I can do it and get away with it.
That's heavy. Because you never really unloaded that.
No, we didn't. We never had the opportunity as kids to really go off and venture off, and we had strict parents.
Right.
So
overprotective.
Very overprotective. There's a lot of things we were naive to. Stand out past the street lights, or the one time that I'm grown, got a curfew, and I tried to play daddy for a fool, and
locked the door on your
he
ass.
locked the door on my ass for daylight savings time. And he said, your curfew is 2 a.m. And the clock went from 1:59 to 3 a.m. And so me and Shauna come walking in the door, and we couldn't get in because he locked the top lock. We had a key to the bottom lock, but he locked the top lock. So we ended up sleeping in the car that night, right outside the house. Yeah. So around that time, 14, 15, all the way up until like 20-something, 30-something is when, I think mid-20s is when I finally got a hold of myself. I'm an adult. Like, okay, now I really need to kind of clean this shit up.
Right.
And stop. But yeah.
But you said something that I recognize now because I'm a father.
What?
You said something. You said that probably was some sort of cry for help when you was going through
either
all
help
that
or attention.
Or attention,
Yeah.
right? Like, what was making you feel like, okay, I mean, hindsight, you saying it now, but was that the case back then? And then
I honestly don't know
took
what
you
the
to
case
that point?
was.
Okay.
I don't know what the case was, because again, I'm my own person. I can
Right.
make these decisions and do them on my own. I think it's more so just me testing the waters to see what the consequence would be.
Okay.
And to see how far I could push them to see what they would do to me. And Daddy was the strict. He was the disciplinarian. So I get why he made the decisions he made, which helped me now. But does it help now? So let's go back to you and your children. You're not, at least from what I see, you're not as strict and stern as Daddy was, because there is a different way outside of runaway slave ass whoopings.
That's true. Because you know what though, and it's a heavy struggle. It's a heavy struggle because you want to make sure that you're raising your children differently. Differently meaning in some sort of better way, but you also don't want to get too far away from what got you to where you are now. So it's like you want to bring a little bit, you want to bring some of those things that helped you get to where you at. But what I'm choosing now is, because I used to say this a lot when we used to get our ass whooped. I used to say, I'm not going to whoop my kids. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to do all this. I'm going to do all this. Now, sometimes they have to...
Depending on what it is, sometimes you have to put belt to ass. You have to.
But I'm more talk to you. I'm more make this a lesson than just whoop your ass for every offense now. But so that's why I try to make sure I'm different at.
But there are two different types of parenting too.
Oh,
it's your version of parenting, and there was Daddy's way.
Right.
And him being the preacher, the preacher's kids, I dare not fuck up.
Right.
Because the last thing he needed was somebody to find out that I fucked up.
Right.
Then he gets back and now it's embarrassing. And he always told me to be better than him.
Yes. And that's what I tell my boys.
Always told me to be better than him.
Yes.
Or the famous saying, if my kids got to be the president of a country or an island or something like that,
when I arrive,
roll out the red carpet because there's some new authority in town. Right. And I'm thinking now, like, so.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of times too, Trent, and this is not deviating from the initial question or conversation, but there are a lot of times where I actually sit back and reflect, and I think about how much I miss him.
Yes.
Because
hell yeah,
he would be extremely proud
of all of us.
Of all of us.
Yeah.
Every last one of us to know that I'm doing what I like doing and I like what I do. And for him to say, that's my boy.
Right.
I know who to call on you. I call my boy. You don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
I call my boy and he'll straighten you out. Or the time when he had a big problem. Remember when Shauna had a cheerleading competition on a Sunday,
mm-hmm.
and he had a big problem with that because he always felt like church Sundays was for church.
Yeah, for a long time.
She had all her competitions on a Sunday, and he was not having it. So
I remember.
Back to say, I had to straighten up my act, and I had to be a certain way to protect the image for him,
right,
and to protect the image for myself that I at the time had no clue that I was not necessarily tarnishing, but I was creating a bad image for myself.
Right.
And now that I get older and I look at that, I look at some of the things that I did, I ask myself, why you do that?
Yeah.
What was the purpose? What did Grandpa say? What are you trying to prove?
What are you trying to prove?
Right. What are you trying to prove? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And now as an adult, I sit back and ask myself, how would that make me better today? Or I look at that situation and say, what could I have done differently?
Mm-hmm.
Did I need that copy card? For what? Why the fuck am I just making copies of just anything?
But you said it was some sort of cry for help, though.
I think it was more so me just piquing my curiosity because we were so sheltered.
Right.
We were so, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't do this. So I started disobeying.
Yeah. Just to see what you could do.
Just to see what I could do. Just to see what I can get my hands on.
Yeah.
What I can do to see what the consequence would be.
I felt like that though, like because now now we heavy into guns, and I felt like I wouldn't say resentment, but I felt like I wish I could ask, like, damn, how come you ain't introduced us to this earlier? Remember we wasn't even allowed to play.
We couldn't play with toy guns, water guns,
like nothing. Water guns, nothing.
I don't know what happened to him or in his childhood, but this fake gun thing could be real.
Yeah,
you see what happened to what actor was that? They had it was a stunt gun, but it was a real
Alec
gun.
Baldwin killed somebody like that. Yeah,
it was a real gun.
Yeah.
So I understand why Daddy would take those measures now. As a kid, it's like, why can't I?
Right.
The boy down the street got a cap gun. Why can't I have a cap gun?
And see, I'm thinking is maybe what he didn't know about guns. Because now that
I don't think he owned one.
I don't think so either.
No,
I don't think so either. But see, I'm gonna say this. He was so on us about guns. Remember, we had went with him one night, and we had stayed somewhere, and one of his friends had a gun under the bed, and we had slept on the floor.
I remember that.
You remember?
I remember.
And we was looking at it. We was like,
yeah,
we was like, dang, ooh, like we should tell, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we told him, and he ain't never take us back over there.
Yeah,
so
we found it.
So because he instilled in us not to fuck with guns, we knew when we saw any gun
to back away,
not to touch, not to play with it.
Yeah.
But once I became an adult and I became more on the protective side of things by having a family and learning about guns, I was so damn ignorant that I felt out of place. Like, damn, I felt I should know something.
Yeah.
Like up until maybe 5 years ago, a lot of gun verbiage I ain't know about.
Hell, up until that time,
maybe
I didn't know about them because it took you and AJ to really persuade me to carry a gun.
Yeah.
Because I was so naive to, ain't nobody gonna bother me on the way out. Now
you got to
listening to y'all.
You have to. You gotta have what they gonna have.
Exactly. You ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready. However, if you stay ready,
you ain't gotta get ready.
You ain't gotta get ready. Yeah. So
hell yeah.
For the gun aspect of life, for me, again, it took you who gifted me a rifle, a Mossberg rifle, that I took to the range and forgot how to load.
Brother shit. Gave him a tool.
Gave me a gun. It was a rifle. And I was walking around like, I'm not finna protect. I can't carry this rifle everywhere I go. So then we went to whatever gun store there was, and I got my first Glock.
Yeah.
The Glock 43X.
Yeah.
Then just recently, I just purchased a Glock 19.
Yeah.
Now I want some type of shockwave shotgun to just blow a hole in somebody.
You need an AR-15 now.
Right, because I learned it from you too. Because you got to stay up on what they got.
Exactly. The nigga gonna come in your house with that. So.
Yeah. And so
I tell people, and this is, I'm glad you listen. You know, you got some people that feel like they know. Some people buy guns, they buy what they can afford. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I buy top of the line guns. I buy what police use. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because cops use Glocks.
Yeah.
And different high range. You probably ain't gonna talk to no cop and they using some sort of Taurus or no gun that ain't that they can't believe in, or you know what I'm saying, fully. Nah, they work. There ain't no slight to Tauruses and none of that type of shit, but that ain't, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's something they use on the job, so if the job backs it up, then we can stand behind this guarantee that this Glock is going to work over this. I've never heard of a police officer with a Taurus unless it's their own personal choice.
I could drop it in some mud. It'll shoot. In the water, it'll shoot. Dust, it'll shoot. I can't say that for no damn Taurus. And if my life is on the line, or any other brand, I don't know about any other brand, but that's like, those are some of the leading brands. You know what I'm saying? Taurus, Glock, Smith & Wesson. I ain't doing the same thing with Smith. I'm not doing that shit, man. I'm not doing it. For my own personal reasons. Like I say, I buy what police use, but I'm glad you listened to that because, like you say, you just got to stay ready and stay prepared. But when I started to learn about guns, I was starting to really like I say, not resent Daddy, but it was just like, damn, I wish I would have had some little level of knowledge. But in his defense, to a lot of things, he didn't have a dad. Number one, his dad left when he was like 3, from what I hear.
I can't remember what age Grandpa left. I don't even recall him talking about him as much. We met him one time.
No, that was his grandfather.
No. I met Thomas Sr.
Right.
One time. I'm Thomas III, Daddy's Jr., so I met Sr. one time.
One time he came to the house when we was on...
we lived on Gladys, 4901.
Yes.
With Gladys, and he had a white friend named Eddie Murphy.
He sure did.
And I met that guy one time. And
wow.
I don't know why. I kind of got a hint as to why Daddy stayed on us, because he had an absent father.
Right. So
he didn't want to be absent in our lives, and he wanted us to make the right decisions and to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Daddy was always reserved about a lot of stuff. He kept us far back from people and things, and we didn't understand it.
Yeah. And I understand it now.
I understand now, I understand now.
Like, I look at, like, I was talking to Christina about this. You know, you got just sides, you know what I'm saying, on different families and shit like this. And for a long time, certain sides of the family, you had a certain side of the family. Yeah. Not that we just didn't go on. They didn't fuck with him.
Yeah.
They didn't tolerate him, like, you know what I'm saying?
And he wasn't tolerated.
Yeah, and then there was other sides of shit. When we went around, it wasn't every time, but it wasn't often, but every time we get with these people, it's all love.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then my daddy, he was a good guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be good to you, gonna be good in his situation.
A genuine guy,
A genuine guy. So even if you doing him a certain way, you treat him a certain way, depending on who you are to him, he's still gonna be decent with you.
Treat you the same way. It's the
you know what I'm saying?
That's the mantra that I've developed.
Yeah. A lot of the same people that treated him like shit needed him later on in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we watched that.
We sure did. We watched people turn their backs on him.
Yeah.
And then still need him to come put a fire out.
Yeah, needed to put a fire out. He did their funerals.
Yep.
A bunch of shit showed up for him.
Sure
Some of them lived with us.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot.
His friend Archie said at his funeral that he was a great friend and he would help you do wrong, knowing it was wrong, tell you what y'all did was wrong, and say at the end of the day, hey, I helped you. That was it. I was the friend that came. And that's kind of how I am. And I try not to.
That's how we all are. That's how we was raised.
We're all that way. We want to see the good in people, and we all have big hearts because Daddy had a big heart.
And give you the shirt off his back.
Seen it be stumped over, trampled.
Give you the shirt off his back.
Yes, he would, because I'm the same way. But we got to see as adults now why he kept us away from people.
Yeah.
And you can see now why he kept us away, because we see the true person he kept us away from.
Facts.
As a kid, of course, we don't see it.
You don't see it. You don't understand it.
He's not here to explain why he kept us away.
Yeah.
But now for myself, I see why he kept us away from you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stay away from you.
And one of the great things I'm glad I never did, I never, as a child, tried to question adults. So I never thought about asking him about why
you never tried to question an adult.
Wow,
you know that you would have got backslapped.
Right. Right. But I'm just saying, like, just asking just off like emotion and just being an attitude, or just asking questions because of what you think you know. How come you never did this? How come you wasn't?
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay,
you see what I'm saying? It was always that respect factor.
Child. Yeah.
It was always that respect factor, you know, and it was like, I don't know, because one day I always knew I would be in this position. I would be a dad. I would be an adult. And maybe it would be things that I would understand. It would still be things that I wouldn't understand. I hate that I can't ask him a lot of the questions that I want to ask.
I was just about to say that, because I wish
hate
he was alive to ask him why you did this, or why you kept us away. Yeah, I totally get it.
You know, and I would do the very thing that he told us we would do. He said, "You're gonna thank me one day," and I would thank him every damn day.
Yeah,
you know, because it's just that level of appreciation. So swinging back around, a lot of the things and a lot of the ways that he raised us, I'm going to use that. But it was a lot of the things and a lot of ways that he did and raised us that he didn't know what the hell he was doing. You know, you see posts on Facebook like, "Oh man, I'm at the age where I'm a parent and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I figured out my parents ain't know what the hell they was doing," and like.
So you grab life by the horns and you just take it and run with it.
Even with all of the shit that we know they was doing, all of the shit that, you know what I'm saying, all of the setbacks, they still was there for us in some capacity. They never turned
their backs.
In some capacity.
Yeah. They were supportive. They were, you know, a lot of times I didn't agree with some of the things.
That's why I say in some capacity now.
Yeah, you're right.
Me being a parent now, when you ask yourself, did they do everything? Did they put us first? I don't know if I could say that. But in some capacity, like because of everything that they was dealing with, everything that they had on their plates, somebody would have walked away and just said, fuck the kids. We still got taken with them, you know what I'm saying? But me being a parent now, seeing the level of sacrifice and really putting shit down for them, really picking shit up for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if that was the case for us. You see what I'm saying?
That would be a great question to ask, though.
But I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
16 years now.
Yeah, 16 years, man. Yeah.
But that would be, if he was alive, would be one of those conversations that you call him and say, "Hey, why?"
I will sit him down. Hell yeah.
Like y'all had you and Daddy had a special bond because y'all played chess.
Yeah, we played chess. We used to play the game together.
Y'all used to play the game together. Y'all played chess.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to remember what our bond was.
He just used you for like the technical shit. He ain't
more so the technical aspect of stuff. When and it's so funny now that I'm taking music lessons, and as a kid,
he tried to get
me to take music lessons, and I wanted to be a kid. I don't want to learn to play no damn piano. I want to go outside and play.
That's what I struggle with now.
And now I'm taking the music lessons, and I'm saying to myself, every time I see my teacher, he said, "What inspired you to play?" I was like, my dad he wanted me to take these lessons as a kid. I took some lessons, but I never followed through.
Right.
And it wasn't until I bought my own keyboard, you know how much money I make and how much money I spend on stupid shit, that I finally said, buy a keyboard, take the music lesson, And now I'm so excited about learning some of the stuff. Some of the stuff, it's rejogging my memory, but I don't have, at the time, I had a bunch of older guys that taught me how to play. But now it's just like the teacher I have now, he's taking his time and it's starting to come back to me. And I'm saying, wow, this is the most important thing. Or this is, I remember this, taking this lesson, but now
Right.
it makes more sense.
Right. Like I said, I'm the youngest. Mm-hmm. I'm the youngest of 6. But you know, when mama met daddy, they had their own children.
Right.
You were the oldest in the house.
The oldest of the marriage.
Right. The oldest in the house. Yeah, the oldest of the marriage.
Yep.
What responsibility did you have, or did you think you had, because you thought you was in charge? Like, what is it that
I thought I was in charge? Yeah,
because you care. It's almost like it's a natural position for you, though.
It's like a natural aura for me. Yeah, I will say that. So your question was, what position? Repeat your question.
How did you take on that, just being the oldest of the house? Because I can remember a lot of the fights we would have. You know, you were just always you would try to be daddy. So I see the shit with Lil Trent. Mm-hmm. And Tyler and Trayvon, and when Lil Trent try to play me because Tyler or Trayvon ain't doing what maybe they should be doing, and in his eyes, he's thinking he's doing right, but you overdoing it by trying to be me. You see what I'm saying?
I get it.
And you used to do that. You used to think you was daddy when daddy was gone.
So it was more so me. Okay, so let's use this. The king has left the castle. And now the prince, who is the heir to the throne, is second in command. Now that's when him and mama left. So now I'm in charge.
Right.
You and Shauna need to get with the program and listen to what I say. Because at the end of the day,
me and Shauna,
the oldest is going to be responsible for what the 2 youngest fucked up. It's kind of like now how you do with Trent when you may leave. Trent's old enough to watch Tyler, Trayvon, Tasia, and Tiara. Mm-hmm. So if you left the house clean when y'all left, and now you come back and it looked like a hurricane has been through the house, who are you going to talk to first?
Right.
You're going to go talk to the oldest first because you know better. So how did you let them do this? Although I didn't officially leave you in charge, but you're the oldest.
Right.
Why did you let this happen?
But it kind of carried over though.
It does.
You took that role, which is why you in management now. Right.
I took the role. I've always had like a, for lack of better words, a take charge mentality.
Yeah.
I've always been the one that had to be in charge. It had to be my way. It had to be this way, the right way. Because I'm doing it the right way.
Right.
But I never took into account that, and I love my boss so much because, and even Reverend Moss, a great leader doesn't always have to be in front. You can lead from behind and watch and delegate.
That's true.
But I was so big-headed that I had to be up front. It had to be my way. It had to be, y'all ain't doing it, y'all ain't listening, I'm in charge. And that's how we fell out as sibling rivalry, because y'all weren't listening. And y'all would tell me, we ain't got to listen to you. You ain't my daddy.
But you know what, though? I feel like sibling rivalry is something that's going to happen. But at some point, that shit has to cut off. It naturally cuts off because we don't get into it as adults.
No. So I think where the disconnect with sibling rivalry comes from is if you're not sat down and said, while we're gone, Trent's in charge. Listen to Trent. Tyler gonna rebel and say, well, he ain't daddy.
Right.
I don't have to listen to him. And I think if that instruction is not passed down before you leave the house, they won't know who the next hierarchy is in the house, which would be the oldest by default in the black house, because the oldest kid always gets the blame for everything.
Right.
I think that if our parents would have sat down and really just said, listen to Thomas, I think maybe we wouldn't have that much
Come on,
sibling
listen to
rivalry.
Thomas.
Yeah, because at the end of
Fuck
the
out of
day,
here. What makes okay? But like, we know about sibling rivalry. It's gonna happen,
right?
But what makes it carry over into adulthood, or what is it? Because like I say, we don't get into it. You know,
What makes sibling rivalry carry over into adulthood?
what is
Past
it?
trauma and shit we just can't get over.
Right. So like,
Jealousy.
what do that be? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think if you have a problem in sibling rivalry as an adult, that's an internal problem.
right.
It's internal.
But we see it though. We see it.
Yes,
We
do
deal with
see
it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
see it. We don't deal with it amongst us, but we see it.
Mm-hmm.
We see sibling rivalry and it's jealousy. It is jealousy.
Like,
jealousy is a motherfucker.
Right. But I mean, like,
but it shouldn't be.
Right.
It shouldn't be. I don't want you to be jealous of me because I got something that you could have had too. It's not my fault that I chose to do this way.
Right.
And I ended up being successful doing it. But you're mad that you didn't end up that way. Why are you jealous of me?
Right.
When you had the same opportunity to do what I did so you can be better.
I don't get it.
Nobody. So it's
one of those things.
It is. It's one of those situations where you really just gotta kind of sit back now. And it's bad that it's not bad. It's a good thing that you can reflect as an adult. But it's like, can you teach me this now? So when we grow older, we're not holding in all this
that's
resentment.
what I do with these. That's what
we're
I do
not
with
holding
the boys.
in all this anger and agony towards the next sibling because of this.
And see, that's one of the main reasons why I didn't want to get into mixed family. I didn't want to get into nothing unfamiliar to where I can't directly tell them the ones that you're seeing. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean mixed families?
Like
dating somebody with kids and then y'all having kids. That makes sense.
Right.
And the good thing for you is that all of your kids, same parents, same household.
Exactly.
You all have never been without each other for more than the 8 hours y'all go to school a day.
So I try to prevent growing up bumping heads, and you know what I'm saying, like trying to show them like what Daddy should tell us if I
something happened to you, you need my kidney. Yep,
exactly. Shit like that. Yep. You know what I'm saying, and I wanted to resonate.
You're the only match.
Them. I wanted to resonate with them, like you know what I'm saying, when you teaching them and telling them stories. But because we know we have brothers and sisters, like I said, I'm the youngest of 6. Mm-hmm. We have, I have 2 more brothers, right? 3 more brothers.
3 brothers.
Right, you, what the fuck? 3 more brothers.
3 brothers.
Because you're right here, I didn't count. Right. 3 more brothers and 2 more sisters.
And 2 sisters, yeah.
So we got Keisha, Keith, AJ.
You want to go in the order of succession? It's
right.
Keisha, AJ, Keith.
Oh, okay.
Keisha, AJ's older than Keith.
Okay.
Keisha, AJ, Keith, me, Shauna, and you.
And Keisha and Keith, daddy kids, you know, we love them. Mm-hmm. It was always like I don't know, like we always wanted to like see them and like, oh, look, Keisha and Keith that, and then I think about like AJ was like, well, I mean, he's still here. AJ, growing up, he was gonna get you tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hated those basement brawls we had.
I'm talking about they was necessary.
They was necessary to toughen us up. Yeah.
They was necessary. You gonna fight in the basement. You gonna you gonna go through some wars. Yep. It was necessary. But with all of my brothers and sisters, like I say, loving them all, I gravitated Shauna too. I felt like Shauna is my best friend.
Okay.
She, out of all of y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, we the closest, like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I always felt like I gravitated more to you. Like, I would think about when we were younger, being on different sides of the house. When I still used to have bad dreams, I used to come get in your bed.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You was always the tech guy. You would take down a computer, put that motherfucker back together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We just wanted to be with you, be with Duty. Remember me and Sean used to cry when we used to go to school?
I remember that when we lived in Maywood.
Yeah.
We lived
and we
in
used to be so
Maywood
happy
home.
when you get back.
Yep.
And see, that's what I'm building now. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. And like I said, I used to just gravitate towards you. One thing that I don't know what it was. This is something, I don't know. You're magnetic. When we used to just always be innovative. We started businesses together. The Pearson Yard Work Agency.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
The other day.
Pearson Yard Work Agency. We was shoveling
joke
snow.
About this all the time. I had the whole block under contract.
We had a contract.
Sure did.
You was.
I had contracts. I had.
We was washing cars. We shoveled snow.
We hustlers.
We raked leaves.
We were hustlers.
That's where that shit started.
We got up and did our own because Daddy instilled in us then. And I use this example
he wasn't giving
all
us
the
shit.
time. He wasn't giving us shit because we had to get out and go get it ourselves. Prime example, and I use this all the time. He would go to the grocery store and buy milk and leave a box of cereal sit up there for weeks. And we shoveled snow and made our own money and never went and bought milk. And he would tell us, don't touch my cereal. You went and made $40 shoveling snow and you went and bought all them zebra cakes and junk and the box of Fruit Loops set up on top of the refrigerator. Yeah.
That was crazy. I think about, like you said, I think about him a lot. I thought about, not too long ago, I be trying to tell my kids, them just about like staying alert, staying on point. I remember when I was riding with him, this was, I want to say in like 93, 94, he had the Nova. And we was riding and it threw a rod. It was me and him though. Like you say, like I think about me and him. I got this one picture that I'm finna blow up when we was playing chess the one year. But we was coming home from somewhere. I was riding with him, it was me and him. And he was driving that Nova and it threw a rod and caught on fire. And we riding on the E-way. We out west on the 290. And he wakes me up out my sleep. I'm sitting in the front seat. Trent. He opened the door. Jump out.
You jumped out of a car?
I swear to God.
I didn't know that.
I swear to God.
I did not know you.
I'm 5-6 years old.
Riggs and Murtaugh shit was y'all.
That's real parenting.
Yeah.
We in the car on the E-way. The car throw a rod, catch on fire. So every time you didn't hit the gas, flames is coming out the damn pipes and shit in the back. Yeah. So another driver had to tell him what was going on. This is what he telling me afterwards. But he wakes me up. Trent, I don't know what's going on. What, Trent? Jump out. Huh? He pull over. He's still driving. He pull over to the emergency lane. You know what I'm saying? That first lane.
So you stop, drop, and roll out the car on the shoulder.
Yes.
Wow.
And then he pulled over maybe about 40, 50 yards ahead of me. Got out. Another car that seen it, he got out too, called the police and shit. Because he had a cell phone. One of the big fat ass phones.
The big Motorola's.
Yeah. I think about that all the time.
Well, what about the time when we stayed in Gary and the car hit a tire? What was it? The tire
blew out. That was at like 130th.
And we rode home
fishtail
on 3 times.
I'm talking about we grew up with a real man. And see, that's what I appreciate.
That was a Cutlass Supreme we had.
Yeah.
Yep.
So glad there was a rim on there, because if there was just a hubcap,
we were screwed.
Yeah, we were screwed.
We fishtailed
all the way home.
All the way home.
To Gary. Because he wasn't stopping.
Nope. And he changed the tire. That tire looked like a dreadhead. When we woke up the next morning and looked at it.
Almost every place we ride past that we've been to with him, I think about.
It's a memory,
yeah.
It's like, a memory.
Even when because I go to 103rd, I go do house calls. I got a client over there. Sometimes I go to Corliss, do some haircuts, and I get back on that area right there on 103rd. I think about when in that same Cutlass. Remember the ball joint?
The ball joint, the axle went out, getting on.
Yeah,
going south,
I think about that every time. Not just.
I don't even think I get on right there
because I have to right there on 103rd.
Right from what's over there?
Olive Harvey.
Olive Harvey.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm talking about every time I think about that. And it's so crazy. And it's like, I know my kids going to have these same experiences, which is why I try to make sure I show up for them. Because, see, I can remember when they didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
Even my football games.
Yeah. He took
probably
showing
came
up.
to.
He took showing up serious.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well,
that's the reason why I take showing up serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if because he's not here to defend that.
He showed up when he could.
I don't know.
I'll never forget. I was the curtain boy in 5th grade. I had no part in this play. No part in the play.
You was the curtain boy.
I was the curtain boy. And when
you was his favorite.
When they introduced me, he stood up clapping.
Now I don't want to say the support wasn't there.
Right.
But I think about like I say, that level of what I know I give.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But he gave it, and he bragged about us too.
Because I can remember games where he wasn't there.
But there had to be a good reason he wasn't there.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I can remember now. I know. I don't want to be negative and nothing like that. And I know you want to make sure you protect all of that, and ain't nothing wrong with that. No, but I can remember some games coming home, and he was at home. But it didn't bother me. Like, it wasn't like, no, oh, Dad, how come you didn't come? It was just like, oh, well, you know.
Or did he go and you not know he was there?
Nah, you know.
Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah, like,
he gonna tell everybody. That's
yeah,
my boy.
You know. Now, I do remember games that when he was there. One game he came and got in a car accident, so I felt bad for that.
Was that at Morgan Park?
Yeah.
I think I remember. It was right there on Vincennes, right?
That was crazy.
The whole game stopped and looked over.
He had parked by the baseball field, and he wasn't supposed to. So he had parked by the baseball field, came to the field. He was like, man, I parked right here. I don't know, should I
left the car right there?
Yep. So then I told him he can't park with us, so he getting ready to come around. Got into a damn car accident. I ran over there to see him and shit. It was crazy. And then, you know what's crazy? I felt like I saw him right after all of the car accidents he had. I remember it was this one car accident he had. It was like the last day of school, like my junior year. So I remember that Mercury he had. The Sable, right? The Mercury Sable.
He had a green Sable. Yep.
No, it wasn't green. That was
it was blue.
Green. It was like that periwinkle type.
It sure was. It was
that
blue.
Got smacked up. I remember I seen it. Yeah.
Well, which car was that caught on fire?
The Nova.
So the Nova caught on fire, but I thought it was another car that caught on fire.
The van that he had.
He did.
He had that club one. Yeah.
He had a van. We moved a lot.
Yeah.
So I remember having that. We didn't use no moving van, no U-Haul or nothing like that.
Right.
We was the movers. He was the driver. 2 men in the truck then.
Facts.
And that's when we had 2 cars. Because I remember he put a lawn chair in the back.
Sure did.
Yeah. He was definitely he had his ways.
So even with all of the ways that you was raised, all of the ways that he is, all of the ways that you are, all of the things that you're doing for yourself, it could seem heavy. What are you doing to keep up with your mental health?
Therapy.
You go to therapy?
I have a virtual therapy session. I just used with my insurance all 6 sessions, which were free.
Okay.
And I need to. So funny because the therapist, her name is Dr. Pickens. She said, check with your insurance because you might, when the insurance, the fiscal year resets, you might get another free 6 sessions. Otherwise, you can be paying $100 a session. Mm-hmm. I'm not paying $100 a session for a Zoom session. But therapy in itself has really helped me. It has helped because I know a lot of people say being a Gemini, I'm a motherfucker sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I know I am. And this is to credit you for some things, even being the barber. What goes on in the barbershop stays in the barbershop. There have been times where in therapy, the therapist and you have saved me from self-sabotaging. Blowing up about things in life.
Never underestimate the power of the barber.
blowing up about things in what I say, life, personal relationships, just stuff in general.
Yeah.
So what am I doing to keep myself mentally sane? Therapy. It's been a few weeks since now because I used all 6, but it's been a few weeks since I've had a therapy session. But just thinking about some things, or even when I come here to get my hair lined up every week, I use that as a segue to say what's on my mind, and without judgment or without feeling beat up or cast away.
Yeah.
You'll say, hey, I'm here to talk to you. And that's one of the things that I appreciate about that, because you are a unlicensed therapist.
Facts. People don't understand that about the barber.
People don't understand that when you go to the barber, you can't confide in everybody.
That's true.
But it helps because we grew up together. So there are things that you tell me, I know you.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, here you go. I know what you did. And I'm thinking to myself, whose side are you on?
You know what though? The reason people trust me, and the reason people talk to me, and the reason people listen and take my advice is because I give them unbiased opinion.
Yep.
I don't tell them what I think they should do, or I don't, you know what I'm saying?
That's
I tell
true.
them, I don't tell them what they want to hear.
That's true.
I tell them what's right. And through that, that's how I learn how to be. You know, that be my therapy.
That's true.
When I get a chance, I get dumped on, and I don't use that to just feel down. I use that to see how I can help myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I didn't talk to plenty of people. Even talking to you, I talked to people, and I found out how to be in relationships. I found out how to be as a parent. So, you know, I guess it's full circle. That barber-client relationship, it is vital.
It is.
It is vital, especially when you treat it the right way.
That's true, because you need this space. You need this as an outlet to come and let your hair down.
Right.
And get some shit off your chest. And even in right now, you usually have a drink, but I know you have a drink and the guest has a drink. And I got my bottled water because I don't really drink.
Right.
But sometimes you need somewhere to go. What's the TV show Cheers? You want to go where everybody knows your name.
That's true.
You want to go somewhere where you can release and not feel judged or not feel like the eyeball or whatever the case.
You know, we go back. Now you was now you said eyeball, and that's gonna take me back.
God.
It's gonna take me back to, I remember we was playing outside. Your ass used to just want to water grass. I don't know where the hell you got a bullhorn from. But you had a bullhorn.
I had a bullhorn.
You was security.
For the block. Yep. I had a bullhorn.
I thought you were gonna be a cop.
I thought I was gonna be a cop too. It was a lot of stuff I thought I was gonna be. It's so funny at work. They call me Joe Clark. I don't.
Yeah.
I've always been about discipline and order and structure.
And you know where you get that from?
Daddy.
Grandma Brown.
That too. She was no nonsense.
I'm talking
about sergeant at arms.
What?
Yeah. I get
she
that.
Could.
She'd do one of these and the people talking would shut up and sit
you
down.
Knew what the hell
she meant. That was your cue. My 2 minutes is up.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah. I'm talking about, so we come from that authority. And see, that's what I teach my boys. That y'all are natural leaders.
Yep.
You're natural leaders.
Yep.
We come from that. What is, like I said, we running through the list about all of the things about you. What are some of your pet peeves though? What gets on your nerves? What pisses you off?
A lot.
Nigga, tell me.
I'm a Gemini, so, and it's not just attributing to being a Gemini, but a lot pisses me off. Like now, so we know that I had to be better than Daddy.
Right.
We know that he did not tolerate stupid shit or stupid lies.
Right.
So now, as an adult, these same lies that I told, listening to another adult or somebody else lie really pisses me off.
So you don't want to hit no lie.
Because every strike that Daddy hit me with, he would say, if you tell me the truth, I could help you. if you just be honest and tell me the truth. But you telling me this lie pisses me off. I can't help you. I can't stand a lot of inconsistencies. It's a lot that I just personally hate. And that's probably because me growing up and me trying to be such a perfectionist. And I strive to do things in perfection and do things first class. I hate misspelled words. In a text message, I don't use shortcuts. I'm using all types of punctuation and grammar.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's me, because I'll send you a message as if it's a letter that I'm writing. And I go down the few points and I move on to the next paragraph using an exclamation point or quotations, everything. I hate misspelled words. I hate spray painted t-shirts. Don't ever come to my funeral with a spray painted t-shirt on. There's a lot of stuff that I hate that really just bothers the shit out of me. And I know it's something that I can't change. But yeah, it's a lot of things that I just really dislike. But one of the things now as an adult is lying. Why lie?
You used to lie your ass off.
And we know that. We know I lied. What grandma used to say, you lie before God get the news.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or you lie like a rug.
Fast ass lie.
She said you lie like a rug.
Right, you lie like a rug, or you lie before God get the news. Like, damn, if he knew I was going to lie, that's some quick ass lying. But now, yeah, I hate lying. It's like, tell me, I'm grown. And I use that same theology, Trent, in relationships.
Yeah.
I use that same theology in relationships. If I'm not the one, tell me.
Right.
Don't waste my time. Somebody else is going to enjoy that. Or you could be the stumbling block for somebody else, or you're hindering somebody else from making me happy or me making them happy because you want to have your cake and eat it too.
Right.
It's just a lot that now that I'm getting older, that I really take the time to really look at people and things and say, damn, why? There's a book that, matter of fact, when I leave here, I saw on an Instagram reel. I was watching Pop the Balloon, and she asked the contestant, name a book that you're reading. And he stated the book that he was reading is Start With Why. Why do we do things? Why did you do it? Why are things this way?
Right.
I said, damn. And now that I think about it, so a buddy of mine told me to read this book called Heart Rehab. So I'm listening to it in the audiobooks. And as soon as we leave here, I'm going to download that book, Start With Why. Because there's a lot of things that I want to know why, which is, again, in the beginning of this conversation, about an hour or so ago, we were talking about CTA.
Right.
And when I started working there, I want to know, why do we run Trains Express? Why are the people down there working on the tracks? Why can't I not pay my fare? Or why can't I, why? So it's a lot. It's a lot to me. If you really sit down and have a conversation and pick my brain, I'm not a bad person. I'm just somebody you really want to just, have an intellectual conversation, have a decent conversation. You don't have to be high and get drunk to have a conversation. Some of the shit I see might make you laugh.
Right.
But yeah, it's a lot to me.
What's something that we don't know about you?
Something that you don't know about me? I don't know. I try to, I don't want to say I'm quiet around everybody, but I am. And it takes you to really open me up for me to open up to you. Okay. To say, oh damn, I didn't know. Or something that you don't know about me is it's not nothing that I wouldn't hide, something that you don't need to know.
Right.
But no, it's I don't think it's nothing about me you really don't need to know, unless I just don't want to tell you.
Right. You just ask me, I tell you.
You ask me and I tell you, and if I don't feel like it's your business, find another question. Ask me something else, or we're not entertaining that thought right now.
I took some screenshots of some posts. Yeah, I took some screenshots that you
some posts of mine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That you made on Facebook that I felt that were, they're attention getters.
Okay,
and it's
I
probably
can post a lot of.
It's probably yeah. You post a lot of that, and it's probably something that a lot of people can relate to. And I just want to get you to expound on it. A lot of them was this first one was, and I thought this was heavy, and I want you to bring this home. No one can steal your thunder when you are the storm. What does that mean?
I heard it listening to the book that I'm listening to now.
What book you listen to now?
It's Heart Rehab.
Okay.
No one can steal your thunder when you're the storm. Because nobody else is going to take your show when you're in. Nobody's going to steal the spotlight from you when you are the headliner.
Right.
And as long as you are out there and you're focused and you are head on with everything, nobody else can come in and steal your joy. Or nobody else can come in and steal what you got. What they say in church, the world didn't give it and the world can't take it away. Nobody can steal your thunder if you are the storm, which means you're there. You're a force. Use everything that you got. Get your point across. Don't let nobody else come in and take what you're there to do away from you, and go from there.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then I guess maybe you was a little aggravated. You had a post that said the shit I asked for don't even cost money.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
that's why I be mad.
What
does that deal with?
It's more so me in a relationship.
Okay.
For the lack of better words, my heart is. We laughed at this last week, I think it was. My heart is as big as the state of Illinois.
Right.
What I give you, I'm not asking for in return. We all see it every day, all day. We've all experienced it. I don't want nothing from you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I don't want your finances. I don't want material shit. I just want your time.
Right.
And attention.
Right.
But this is the reason why a lot of people are in fucked up relationships nowadays because of their phone. We riding together in the car. You and your phone. You and your phone. We at church. You and your phone. We out to eat. You and your phone. We land in the bed. You and your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Rapid response. Why does it take you 10 minutes to respond to what I asked you?
Get them.
Why does it take an hour for you to say, oh, damn, I didn't see the notification?
Get them.
Why?
Yeah, no, that's a real thing because it's effort. Where the hell is effort? I tell people all the time. Effort is free.
Yep.
It's free.
It's free. Show me the little things. I don't require much of anybody.
I swear.
I don't require much.
My birthday was just last week on an odd Wednesday. And for it to be an odd Wednesday on a weekday, kids in school, they get half a days on Wednesdays. So it's really
half a days on Wednesday?
Hell yeah, every Wednesday for the entire fucking school year.
What exactly are they learning?
I have no idea. For the entire school year on Wednesdays, not just 1-2 Wednesdays out the year, every Wednesday. I know the teachers getting together doing something, gambling. They doing something. They doing something.
They in the teachers' every lounge with vodka.
They smoking. They doing something.
Yeah.
Every week. Now, come on now, shit. But all that was going on a Wednesday, and Christina still managed to take me out, show me an awesome time. I felt the love, felt the planning. I saw the effort.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't even really, I was just ready to tell myself, oh, we'll probably do something on the weekend, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's a Wednesday, the kids finna get out of school, I got haircuts, maybe. I don't know. I didn't cut no hair that day. But still. And it wasn't like, I felt the effort, saw the love, saw the effort, felt the love, and it was there. And it didn't take much. Not that I'm simple, but when I see you put something towards this,
that warms my heart.
That makes me feel better than the moment that you planned.
That makes me want to go.
Knowing I was thought about, knowing I was exactly. Yep. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That this whole conversation tells me two things. That one, that you pay attention to my post on Facebook.
Yeah, nigga.
And two, I appreciate the fact that you even consider that as part of topic of conversation in this, because yes, it is a problem, and not just my situationships or my dating experiences. It's a problem in everybody's dating experience.
Yeah.
That, again, I see you, your phone is glued to your hand. I text you, and there's a 30-minute delay.
Right. You want to offer some sort
in
of
the
excuse
response.
or something.
Now you have the excuse of a man on death row.
What I turn to say, you got more excuses than a nigga going to jail.
Yeah. It's I hate it. That's something, another thing I hate. I hate that. Consistency. I'm drawn to consistency. And it's so funny because, again, here I am on social media, Instagram reel. I watched a guy say, cheating should be punishable by death.
Yikes.
He said, why cheat? Why waste my time? If I'm not for you, just let me go.
Right.
You don't have to have...
I don't know. And see, I feel like, now, of course, I'm not here to condone cheating at all. I don't want what I say or what I don't say to make it seem like I'm promoting cheating. Even with the things that I say, even with the things that I don't say, I'm never promoting cheating.
No,
let's get that clear. Let's get that clear. But you take a situation. I was looking at Fences the other day. With Denzel.
The movie? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you went to Home Depot or something like
no,
that.
Hell no. I was, I say, for grandma, I don't say watch. I say look at. And then, movies, I don't even say movies. I say picture. Yeah. So I was looking at a picture the other day.
Looking at a picture.
And, that's just that old school, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that they don't know better, not to say that, they're not smart or, they don't know.
It's just the lingo that they use then.
It's I guess what they knew they held on to.
Yeah.
It was the bottom line. Yeah, this might be easy, but we got this going on, we got that going on. We so invested to a point where I'm not gonna leave. I don't know. So that just be my pushback on that, because I see a lot of that. I see them same posts. Oh well, just leave. You ain't happy, just leave. But I saw Michelle Obama say she wasn't happy with Barack for 10 years. What if she decided to say in year 3 or 4, oh fuck it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just goes back to you got some couples that stick to those core values, that stick to
they take their wedding vows seriously.
That stick to the big picture. Like, you're not going, you ain't going, I've been at this jackpot pulling this motherfucking slot machine for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And ain't no fucking way I'm finna get up and you sit your dumb ass down and you reap all of the, like, no, I don't know.
Warming up the slot machine for somebody else to hit the jackpot. Yeah. I've heard that.
There's no way I'm doing that.
People just don't view relationships the same way our grandparents. There's a difference. I don't know. Maybe our parents, how long were they married before Daddy died?
27,
maybe 27 years, 26, 20, it was 25 plus.
They got married in 83.
The year before I was 2010.
Born,
and he died in 2010.
27 years.
Okay, 27 years they were married. I don't know anybody in my bracket that got married and say that they're counting 25 plus years.
Yeah, those days, and that's why I'm headed. Like,
I'm not saying that they don't exist,
right?
But I personally don't know. Maybe outside of hearing Reverend Moss at church or hearing my boss say they've been together since they were kids,
right?
The love and basketball type stuff. I don't know anybody now my age.
No, it don't exist.
That has longevity in their marriage.
It don't exist.
So,
and they got married after 3 months.
Who?
Mama and Daddy.
They did?
Yeah, nigga.
I think they did. They met at a convention.
Met at a convention in church. Yeah.
I wonder what Grandma and them said about that.
Hell yeah. I don't know. You never know.
But yeah, to your question, it's something that I just don't like. I don't like how the effort isn't there.
Right.
I don't like how I'm not asking you to give me the world. I'm not asking you to part the Red Sea. I'm not asking you to go walk from here 500 miles. I'm not asking you for that. I'm just asking for your time. We could be in the same house. We ain't even got to be in the same room, but we're just in the house together. And it's stuff like that that
I wish that was
for.
enough.
I wish there's something that I long for. But you meet all these hurt people, and I think that's what my problem is too. It's not that I think, it's been my experience of meeting all these hurt people, meeting all these damaged people, people that's got skeletons in their closet.
They say you are what you attract. Do you think you're damaged? You think you're damaged? Because we had a conversation about that.
I will admit to being damaged and hurt. I've been fucked over.
But you say you're going to counseling though.
I talk about it in therapy.
To your defense. So
I talk about it in therapy, but Dr. Pickens asked me, have I gotten closure? I don't think I have. Because here we go. I want to know why.
Right.
Why didn't you tell me that you weren't happy?
Right.
Why did you go out and cheat? What drew you to that?
Right.
Why couldn't you tell me that you wanted to pull the plug?
Right.
You're not the first heartbreak. You won't be the last. But it does take a toll on me.
Because I don't know, when I hear things like that, I think about relationships, and I think about partnership, and I think about parenthood. Like a lot of people get in relationships that should be partnerships, and they practice parenthood.
Yeah. But to my last situation, I will say this. You really have to, part of my problem, and I'm going to get to what I was about to say. Part of my problem is that in the past, when I was in relationships, once we broke up, I went jumping looking for the next person.
No healing time.
No time. No time for me to exhume and exhaust all of this person.
That sounds like episode 9.
I couldn't tell you. You would know better than that.
Yeah. The one with Brian.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He went from relationship
to relationship
without giving healing time.
I did not want to be alone.
Right.
I always felt the need to somebody has to be. That's why I don't travel alone. People to go to the movies by yourself. Hell no, I want to go to the movies by myself.
You should.
But I should, because then it practices.
You should.
I went to Culver's about a month ago by myself, and I sat there and had the best goddamn time. It was cheap. I wasn't paying for another meal. That was another $30 on top of my meal. But I had time to really just sit and enjoy myself. Ain't nobody asked me why I put too much salt on my French fries. Why?
You are? Oh my God! You still a salt heavy guy like that?
I've cut back on it. I've cut back on.
I know your blood pressure through the roof.
No, I've cut back on salt.
Okay.
I have.
Cause man, you used to put salt on your mashed potatoes before you even tasted them.
Mama would tell me, you don't even need no damn salt.
Before you would taste them.
I need to taste it. It's just like the Muncho chips. I have to have
You the reason I buy those.
I have to have that salt.
You the reason I buy Munchos.
Really?
AJ the reason I buy Funyuns.
Funyuns.
Shauna the reason I love Cheetos.
Cheetos, we all had
Cheetos.
Paws, yeah.
Doritos.
AJ was Doritos.
Man.
Yeah, AJ was Funyuns. Doritos, Shauna was Cheetos, sometimes Flamin' Hots. What was your chip?
All of y'all.
And we get the mix, the ghetto mix,
right,
from Daddy.
Right.
We get 5 bags of chips, the brown paper bag.
Mix them bitches up.
Mix them up, and he had
go
his own.
Crazy.
Yep.
And go crazy.
Yep. What else you got?
Come on, what else I got? You also put down.
Back to the Facebook post.
Embrace the authentic version of you. Why'd you say that? Are you encouraging people to do that? Is that something that you have to learn to do?
Embrace the authentic version of yourself, because...
Is that something you always did?
No.
Why not?
Because I wanted to be accepted for the put on version of myself. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't being true to myself. I was not, because I was afraid of what people would say or think.
Okay.
So I put on this persona because this is what I want you to believe. But am I being true to myself? No, because I'm hurting myself because I'm not being myself. Here we go with social media. And I can attest this to my personal life. You have same sex, same gender loving people. I saw a video where this one boy asked another boy to prom.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in school, that was laughed at.
Right.
And now they get to be so free.
Okay.
Without judgment. Well, you can't. You only see in video. You only see what the director allows you to see.
Right.
In the video, the one guy went to the other boy who was on the cheerleading team, asked him to go to prom with him. In the background, you saw some people laughing, and then in the background, you saw some people encouraging him.
Stick on the cheerleading team.
What? Take it serious for once. But I read the comments. I read the comments.
Okay.
And one of the comments said, I'm glad that they get to embrace their genuine self.
Right. That is true. That's something that I will say that I do appreciate about I guess newer times.
Right. Because then you had it's unheard of. Now it's all out there. And people think it's nasty. People think it's 2026. Everybody's dating any and everybody nowadays, and they getting what they can while they can. What on Players Club? What you say? Use what you got to get what you want. In some cases, that's what this is, and in other cases, you just want people to live free and be happy.
Right. Be your authentic self.
Be your authentic self.
Yeah.
That was encouraging to me because I never got a chance to be my authentic self.
Okay.
Because I was worried about what other people would think.
Right.
What they would say.
Right.
How that would make my family feel. How that would make my dad feel. How that would make my mom feel.
Right.
How it would make me feel. So embrace the authentic version of yourself. I got a shirt from Instagram. I'm always buying some shit offline Instagram like this says made in his image. There's a shirt that I got that I need to order again. It says, be you. They'll adjust. Either they're going to accept you for who you are or they not. Either way, be yourself.
That's true.
They either going to stay along for the ride or fuck them.
I tell people, be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
Yeah, you can only be one version of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can only be yourself, but you're encouraging people to be the authentic version of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't lie to yourself.
Don't lie to yourself, right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, be true to you, who you are.
The biggest lies are the ones we tell ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad. So at what part of your life did you feel like you could be your authentic self? When you said what did that day look like, or what was it when you was like, you know what? Fuck this, fuck that. I'm tired of living all these other bullshit images.
I will say this. It's a struggle because I have not really embraced the authentic version of myself.
How come?
How come? Because I'm still worried about perception and persona.
Okay.
I still also have a professional career to worry about.
Okay.
Not that that's going to change anything.
Right. And you're not saying not that I care, but it's just like I don't want you to start.
Right. My personal business has nothing to do with my professional life.
Yeah. And
I also don't know how this person will view my personal life.
Yeah.
I don't want your clouded views of my personal life to affect how you think I handle myself professionally. Or anything, period. At the end of the day, I want to be me. I want to embrace the authentic version of myself, and that is just that.
Right. No, I get that. Because like you say, and like you say, it's not nothing that I'm internally afraid of. I'm able to live with myself. I can look myself in the mirror, but I don't know how you gonna act. You know
that's true.
I don't trust that you're mature enough
to
accept new information or to take something outside of your circumference of knowledge.
Or how would you react to it?
Yeah.
Would you use it against me?
Right.
Would you use it as a weapon?
Right.
And unfortunately, we've had not family members, but I've had friends that that was used as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Right. No, I get that. I remember, man, somebody had to stop being my friend because I wasn't the same religion. Like, it's just certain things that you just have to deal with. And it's like, okay, you know what? Fine. I'm okay with
Right.
if you finding this out means that we can't be friends or whatever, we was never friends.
We were never friends, right? You could be friends with Muslims, Buddhists.
We was never friends.
Hindus,
exactly.
Asians.
You could be friends with somebody opposite gangs. You could be friends with somebody opposite religion, opposite any fucking thing.
What they do in their social life.
Right.
Or their other background, what they do with their time doesn't affect the person who you grown to
exactly.
know. And
exactly.
I get it.
And then when you operating with love and respect for yourself, you're able to operate with love and respect for others.
Yeah.
And when you operate with love and respect for others, what they doing has no bearing on your life.
What you eat don't make me shit.
I swear to God. But if people would understand that, life would be so much better.
I use it at work sometimes. I have coworkers who really confide in me who like, damn, Thomas, thank you for just turning the management switch off and just being real. Because I do that sometimes. Sometimes people really need me to be a listening ear.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they come to me, like today I was on a call shortly before I got dressed to come out here. And one of my employees was telling me he's dating somebody else. And he was like, man, I don't want to tell you who she is. And first thing I said is that shit don't add to my bank account. I don't care to know. I don't get into no shit where we have to get involved.
I'm not gossiping.
I don't care that you and her are together. That's y'all business.
That's y'all
business.
Hooray. That's y'all business.
Just don't fuck it up in the long run. But y'all gotta. But yeah, what you eat don't make me shit. And it's people just need to, what is it, everybody else says, mind the business that pays them. But if we all minded our own business, we all be millionaires.
Facts, motherfucking facts.
Yep.
Do you have goals for the year 2026?
I do. I depending on, so let's go professionally. I am trying to position myself for elevation.
Okay.
That requires me to strap down a little bit more. I try to remove being the cool manager that came through the ranks, but a lot of times it doesn't work in that way because I still want to relate to the employees. I just want to be seen, what Thomas forgot where he came from.
Right.
But I also have to, you also have to know this is his job. I had a manager, Mr. Lewis, said, in this job, it's either going to be between me and you. It'll never be me. I'm not going to lose my job.
It's that damn simple. It's that damn simple.
In this job, it's either going to be me or you. In the case of me and you, it'll never be me.
It'll never be me.
Because I'm not going to lose my job. When I went into management, I told my quote unquote friends and associates, hey, I didn't tell anybody I applied. But I told them I'm going into management. From 9 to 5, I'm your boss. At 4:59, you fuck up and you get mad at me because I have to now write you up or do whatever I have to do. And you still mad after 5 o'clock when we get off the clock. We're not friends. I said that to say I need to work on separating the cool Thomas and Thomas got to do his job.
Yeah.
Because I like everybody I work with.
Yeah.
But if my boss calls me in the office and says, I got to let you go because you're not doing what I need you to do. That person who I should have wrote up, can I move in with you with 2 dogs, 3 bedrooms, 4 TVs, laptops, computers, couch, furniture, everything? Can I take all my shit and move in with you?
Right.
I said that to a guy who's in supervision now. He said, hell no. Why would you ask me that? Why would you ask me not to write you the fuck up?
Right.
Because you late. He thought about it. He said, you know what? I respect you for saying that. So one of my goals is to work on myself.
Okay.
And work on being a better version professionally. I'm still goofy, crazy Thomas that you can talk to, but professionally, if I want to move up, there's some things that I got to clean up. There's some baggage that I got to drop off in order to climb my way up the ladder.
Right.
I also want to expand on my side gig, photography. I was out today. I'm on vacation this week. I was out today in the pawn shop because that's where you always find good shit. Put another camera on layaway. Why do I have 3 cameras? I'm always into tech and
I was just going to say, you the tech guy.
I'm always into that. But
how come you never get into IT?
At the time, everybody was doing it. When I was in school, everybody was going to school for information technology, IT. Yes, that's where the money is because we always going to have some. Now the money's in cybersecurity because everybody getting hacked.
Code, yeah.
Coding, all of that stuff. That's something I really wanted to do, but I also want to do something I really enjoy.
Okay.
I can sit behind a computer and help you how to reset your password and go into this. Fine. Do I really like doing that? Do I really want to spend the rest of my free time playing behind a computer?
Helping motherfuckers that don't know computers or
older folks.
Yeah, stuff like that.
How do I
That's not all of it though, is it?
No, it's not. There's more to it.
Okay.
But I like photography. I love photography. I love going to other people's events and making them and taking a shot that nobody else could catch.
Yeah.
But you also have to invest in yourself. So I put another camera on layaway today. And then I ask myself, even with the boys, when I go and I see other photographers who are well established with 2 or 3 cameras on them, it's not about the equipment you got. It's about the picture and the story you're trying to tell. But why do I got 3 cameras? I might have a lens, a 300 millimeter lens. I might have a 25 millimeter for a close up, and I might need a shot far away, like when I do the boys' football games. If I'm on one side of the field and they way down and I can't run and catch them, that's what that 300 millimeter lens is for. That far shot. But if they close up, I can get a close up. Or if I want to catch somebody like a headshot or something, I can use that other camera. The third camera, it's always just best to have a backup. Some more stuff that I really want to work on, like I'm working on my credit. I thought I wanted to buy a house, but it's just me. I ain't married, no kids, I got 2 dogs. Do I want the headache of home ownership? Because now, when you own a home, it's great to have it your own for yourself, but when it snows, you got to get up and do that shit.
Pipes burst.
When the pipe busts, you got to get up and do that shit.
Yeah.
When the tree roots in the backyard start fucking with the septic tank, that's some shit you're responsible for. And I ask myself, do I want that responsibility or that headache? No. I might as well call whoever and say, hey, this fucking up. Send somebody to come fix it.
Right.
I'm just taking a lazy way out. But I'm working on my credit because as much as I always want to do and things my way and all this other stuff, I thought about investment properties. I would be a good landlord. Hell, where I stay, they already think I'm the landlord. I'm telling the landlord what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not paying you this month because I'm doing something else. What'd he say? Oh, you've been here 5-6 years. I ain't got no problem. If you tell me you're going to pay me for both months in April, you've never not done what you said you were going to do.
Right.
And I don't think I'm going to adopt those practices now because people just don't want to keep up with their word. Is not as, some people's word is as solid as wet tissue.
Right.
You can't trust them on anything. But one thing I want to do is maybe an investment property, maybe. Travel more and not be so codependent.
Right.
Again, I don't want to go to the movies by myself. I don't want to go out of town by myself. I always got to have somebody with me. But when you travel alone, a lot of times that's the best time you have by yourself. You have fun by yourself.
You know what I be telling your monkey ass all the time?
What?
That we need to start doing stuff.
Like traveling?
You be, traveling. Going to the gym, going to eat.
So I'm in the gym.
I'm
in the gym. I had a personal training session yesterday at 1:00. I got one tomorrow.
I seen you put on Facebook. You said somebody at 105 called.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes because I know this dude is tough, but I appreciate him pushing me.
Is this Dre's trainer too?
No, Dre got a totally different trainer.
Okay, you ain't ready for that one.
No, Dre goes training every morning.
Dre be, yeah.
He goes every morning. He got a train. What's his name? Reek, and his one name Ace. And I look at the Instagram videos and what they end up doing. I'm not nowhere near ready. Right? No, I'm not ready for that. I want to get back down to the basics. Like right now, I think I'm in my goal weight. I just got to get this stomach together. That's it. But that's something else I want to work on for this year. Is just being more disciplined and going to the gym instead of just letting the shit come out of my account.
Right.
Every month that I'm paying for the personal trainer and just not going. I did that stupid shit a few years ago when Export had a 2-year package for $500. I went the first month. Rest of the money gone.
I know what you mean, though. Like, I get it. You ain't the only one.
But
you got some people.
I like
some people live in the gym. Some people live in the gym. Some people
not doing that.
Some people don't have the time.
People make time for what they want to do. When I worked the midnights, the gym worked for me because I'm leaving Forest Park. The gym I was going to was right there on 8th and State.
Okay.
So I was going in the L shape on the way home. Go down, spend an hour, go home. And then I changed over to a different shift. And then when I worked the midnights too, Dre worked the midnights. And my other friend Darius, was he on the midnights? But he would get up and come and meet us there.
Okay.
But then I started getting discouraged because, of course, shit ain't happening as fast as I wanted to. They go to the gym 2-3 hours. I go 35 minutes on the treadmill and think I done killed it for the day. Well, I done did the Stairmaster and think I'm in there just losing fucking weight all day long.
How many minutes you could do on the Stairmaster?
10. Right now I'm practicing at 10.
10 minutes on the Stairmaster?
Yeah. But I'm
That's
also
pretty big.
I'm also at a 3.
Okay.
I'm at a 3.
Okay.
I'm not.
So you walking at a fast pace?
I'm not necessarily fast, but it's a steady pace.
Right.
It's steady enough for me to keep up.
Right.
When I'm on the treadmill, I'm at like a 3.5 speed with no incline because I'm still trying to crawl. So what I told the trainer, I want the basics.
You just got a damn treadmill delivered to my house today.
Sure did. Put it in the car. So when I don't go to the gym, here I go with technology. I got this stand that if I'm on a FaceTime call, I could just put it right up and I'm walking and talking.
Okay.
I can do that. Or I can watch a TV show. Okay. Or I can put the treadmill right in front of the TV. I took the projector down. I had a projector on that one wall and I put a TV up on the opposite wall. I can walk and watch my show. Okay. So I know I'm walking for at least 36 minutes because I'm watching my show on Paramount commercial free. That 36 minutes will fly right by. Or being on the phone gossiping or a group FaceTime call.
4 hours that went past.
Exactly. And you be done burn 700, 800 calories by just doing that. So that's another thing. I want to be more disciplined this year. My goals for 2026. What did I say? To become better professionally. Mm-hmm. Think about maybe property management, being a better version of myself, getting something done with my health. Daddy said, you spend all your money trying to regain your health. You spend all your wealth trying to regain your health. And so now, I'm surprised you don't have that post on Facebook. If you don't make time for your wellness will make, if you don't make time, however it goes, if you don't make time for your illness, you'll make time, your illness will force you to make time for your wellness, or your wellness will force you to make time for your illness. Somewhere in that, I want to be able to be more cognizant, be more disciplined in making sure that I take care of me. Okay. You can't worry about everybody else. Although I would like somebody else to be just as concerned about me, I have to be more concerned about me before I let somebody else do it.
There you go. There you go. What is, on the way out, what is something that we need to start doing and something that we need to stop doing as a whole?
As a whole?
Yeah, as a people.
As a people, we need to stop glorifying bullshit. I hate getting on Facebook and we justify and glorify nonsense. Prime example, there was a viral guy named Scooter on Facebook. He gets high, he do all that shit. He be on Facebook Live. He tell people he need money. He drop his cash tag and people are just sending money left and right. Here's Scooter, here go $20. I just gave you $50 last week. Like, what the hell? You got somebody else that got burned out.
What?
or hungry, and we ain't giving them shit. But we glorify Scooter getting on here, embarrassing himself.
Scooter figured out an angle.
He did. I met Scooter on the train at O'Hare.
Oh, it's a
this is a real person.
I'm thinking it's like a viral sensation.
He is a viral sensation. Sometimes when he goes live, he's very viral because he has 200-300 people watching him.
Send me a vote, and he be done made it $2,000-3,000.
And he be done made it. He be made enough to pay his rent or get him high again or do whatever he wants to do. We glorify that nonsense, but when somebody seriously gets on there and asks for clothes or food or something like that, we keep scrolling.
No shares, no likes.
No shares, no likes, no. And I'm guilty of doing that. Now, I'm not saying I donated to Scooter.
Just for this. I know you ain't send Scooter no damn.
I didn't send Scooter no money, but just like your show, all you do is ask people to share, like, and subscribe. What's so hard?
Because it's positive and because it's me.
And we. No, it's
because I know who it is doing it. Yeah,
that's the
be
mentality.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh, this Trent. I ain't
right. Who he think he is?
Good is click and share.
It's free.
2 seconds is free. It's effortless.
But you know what though? I police myself because I tell myself like, I'm not in it for the people that I know. I'm not in it for them to see it and like it, subscribe and share. I check my analytics. I got people listening to me in Spain, Russia.
That's nice.
I swear to God. I'm
nice.
Cool with that. I want to reach the people that I don't know. I got friends in New York now that from Instagram, from the Reels reaching out, they hit me up and they respond to all my shit.
That's awesome.
And then in the meantime, the people I know, people I've been knowing 20 years, they'll watch my shit. I post the stories in the Reels. This is what I see all the time. So I post a lot of my daily stories in the Reels of taking the kids to school. Mm-hmm. They gonna love that. I'm talking to the boys. They gonna love that.
Yeah, I know how.
I take the girls to school. They gonna love that. I post a haircut. They gonna love that. I post another meme or a reel from somebody else. They gonna love that. But I post my shit. They don't see it or they scroll past or that just don't get nothing. You know, but I don't let that shit bother me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can't. You just realize that there's another way that you have to go about doing it.
You got to keep yourself. And then honestly, I know the reason I don't let it bother me is because I know it's working. Because I know if I was sharing somebody else's shit, they would have liked it. They'd have liked everything else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's something about this. Yep. Not that you don't like it. Yep. You're not liking it for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Not because it's not good content, not because it's trash. It's because it's me. It's because it's the person doing it.
Yep.
Or he had the idea that you didn't take advantage of, or whatever the fuck it is.
This is true. This is very true.
That's what they do. That's why. And because it's like I say, it's so easy to find the niggerish podcast. You want to get out here and you want to see ass, titties twerking and all that, or pitting
people on
men against women in relationships. Yeah, doing all that,
taping the doors closed
anything just negative, put us in a bad light, or anything juicy, gossipy. Because I'm not talking about celebrity. I'm not talking about who Cardi B, right? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not concerned with all that other shit. I'm okay with that though. Because I'm reaching the people that fuck with it. And then honestly, I tell people about social media. Social media is inflated. You're supposed to feel like there's an extraordinary happening going on social media. When you see the videos, oh man, I go to somebody's page, I'm gonna look at the video that got 1.6 million views. Or I'm gonna say what he talking about here. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is just inflated for a reason. But my views, my stories, reels, and all that. I may get a couple hundred views, but you take 200-300 motherfuckers, put them in the same room. That room packed. Mm-hmm. That room is packed.
The mentality is different.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's just that don't fall into those numbers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I didn't get 10,000 views or whatever. Like, no, I saw J. Cole use somebody's some content from a creator's page who doesn't have a lot of followers, don't have many nothings, no views, no nothing. He just be on there looking for shit. You know, your shit just floats out there. When it's out there, it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
You never know who's gonna see it. So you may have 18 views, but
And
two of them
because J.
views,
Cole shared it.
two of them views may be exactly.
Yeah.
So J. Cole, he used the sample of what that guy was saying on his page and put that shit on his album. So you just never know. So I encourage people that's getting into content and all of that type of stuff. Like, look, don't let them numbers deter you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You may put some out there and algorithm on top of all this other type of factors. Your shit may end up with 100 views. So you pack 100 people, you bring 100 people to your house. I bet you get, hold on now, you get to looking around, you want to wonder where all the niggas at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, so that's what I say for that. And what do we need to start doing?
Being more organized, in unity,
okay,
and not being against each other.
We purposely against each other.
We're purposely against each other, and I'm guilty of it. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm just so guilty of it. We don't support each other. As a people, we do not support each other. We quick, I'm guilty, to run to the Arabs. I just last night, midnight, I got out of the bed, when I had food in the refrigerator, I just didn't want to cook. And number one, I don't think it was a black spot open, but I'll use a restaurant as an example. The black restaurant got one time to fuck up my food, and I am dragging them through the mud on Google reviews, on Yelp,
every place you could put them,
every place I can find.
They ass is in trouble.
The first thing I'm saying is the tramp at the register had a shitty attitude.
But McDonald's done fucked your fries up all your life.
Abesh or Aziz or Halal, any goddamn body, didn't put all 6 of my wings in the thing, but I'm going back.
Oh, it's okay, man. Look, I'll just take the other wing. And he offered to remake it fresh. Oh, you ain't got to remake it. Just gave me the one wing.
Exactly.
We reasonable as fuck.
Miss Tracy, who took her time to season them short ribs.
Notice all she got.
Yep. I done drug her. My experience was shitty.
We made 6-paragraph narrative.
Yep. I spent more time typing the shit for Miss Tracy than I didn't think twice about going for a Besh or yeah. That'd be their names. A Besh, all that shit.
Ahmed.
Yep. Ahmed, Ahmad, everything.
I love them all. I love all my peoples. But I do know what you're saying.
But we do have to be more together in unity. We have to come together and support each other. Another thing that I'm guilty of doing. I ordered some t-shirts from a black business. She was a day late. What did I do? Well, I called her,
told her ass
out, emailed her. I won't be using you again. None of that shit. The white company, a day late. Depends.
Amazon be late all the fucking time. I paid the extra $7 to get my shit.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Amazon be late all the time. And what do? I constantly go back to Amazon. And I'm not consistent with complaining about being consistent or getting consistency in service.
How far do you think a complaint will go on Amazon?
It's not gonna go far at all.
Exactly.
Jeff Bezos is worth billions.
That nigga ain't finna
complaint. Ain't finna do shit. Oh,
they have an automatic refund system to us. Like,
exactly.
They know you.
They
lying.
know they fucked up.
They know you lying.
That too.
They know you lying.
I've lied on packages all the time.
And they finna give you your money back.
And they gonna give you your money back and send you the package for free.
Right.
The black business ain't as established as Amazon. Lost my package. Sent me the shit broke. And I'm dragging them through the fire.
Yeah.
Putting them in all types of shit for no reason.
Yeah. That is something that we do. So we gotta start supporting people more. Start giving more chances.
Support everybody that's black. but not. Let me.
They make it hard, Tom.
They make it hard, yeah.
They make it hard, Tom.
I'm rooting for you, but they make it hard.
I don't want just because I'm supporting a black business. I don't know. I'm not trying to pay you no fucking $100 for 6 chocolate covered strawberries. I seen some shit on Facebook. They was doing all in the name of just business. Valentine's Day packages. I want to say it was like
jacked the price up 400%, right?
$250. You get a salad, a choice of one entree, and the
wait. A salad for $250?
No, you get. I'm saying you get a salad, a choice of an entree, and some dessert. But the choices, it was like, bro,
it was their choice, not what you wanted. But you wanted me to pay them prices.
You could choose between 1 of 4 items. It was like lamb chops, chicken wings
for this much money,
salmon. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
And you gonna drop the shit off to me. Sometimes we overdo things.
We do. We overcharge our own. We don't stick to our own business hours. We don't do a lot of shit. I went to a company, and this is it for this conversation. Lady on the sign, the hour say 10 to 6.
You go there at 1 o'clock.
The door was locked. Lights off, sign off. It ain't even the day that they say they were closed.
Yeah.
I went to, again, have something done, have something made. I came to your store after business hours to see what your business hours were. I went out of my way the very next day to go to support your business, and you're not open.
You fucked it up. Yeah. That's our problem. That's us.
So it makes it hard. So that's why I stumbled when I said I support everybody that's black. I don't want to necessarily do all that because we fuck each other over.
Real bad.
And anyway, that's the end of that. What else you got? Are you ready to wrap this?
So outside of talking to you as your barber, I don't even know if sometimes we'll talk about some things that we can give advice or we can have these types of conversations. But this is probably, I know it's still within one hand. This is a handful of good conversations that we've been able to have over the course of our life. This is probably the best one. We've been able to sit down for 2 hours, sit down and talk, 2 hours? Yeah, go back and forth. You know it's been 2 hours. You've been looking at, I know you've been looking at all of this.
I couldn't see much of it, but I can see.
All right.
We lost about 3-4 minutes due to technical difficulties. To clean that up.
You finna all of
the
that.
People would never know it happened.
But this was great. This was awesome. I felt like to be able to get you to come down here, because I've been trying to get you to for so long, is monumental.
This is episode 35?
This is episode 35. You came on board after episode 4.
Yep.
You started doing all my shit. Because the first 2 episodes, there is no editing, no nothing. It's just all dry. I'm sounding like, what's that professor? For dry, red eyes. Yeah, I'm sounding like him and shit in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Then I had Brian do episode 3. And
Brian was episode 3?
Mm-hmm. With all the malarkey and all that other. Yeah.
Oh, right. The Joe Biden. And,
putting Vampire in Brooklyn, all that type of shit on there. And then you stepped in, and then, man, we've been going ever since, man. You've been doing this at no cost, putting time, effort into it. You be on my ass when I don't have the shows out on a consistent level. Sometimes they'll come out on a Wednesday, sometimes a Wednesday one week, then Monday, the next week,
Friday, Saturday,
right? And you be on my ass, and I do appreciate that because that keeps me going. It'd be a lot of days and times I'll be like, fuck, I gotta go back here, but because I know somebody is expecting me to keep it going.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's looking forward to it.
That's what's keeping me going.
Yep.
The fact that you watch them, the fact that you give good input, the fact that you update things without even me knowing, and you tell me later, that lets me know you fuck with the show. That lets me know you fuck with me. And it's always been like this, though. Like I said, we had little sibling fights as kids, but we don't get into it as adults.
No. No disagreements.
Going all the way back, I remember I used to show you how to dress. Don't see.
But you know what? It was one hand and the other, because I bought the stuff.
It flipped.
It did. At first, I bought the stuff, and if I bought it for me, I got it for you.
Right.
We had the matching pea coats. We had matching Jabot jeans.
And I don't know what happened to my pea coat. I lost it.
I don't know. The Moschine pants that like all you gave me some all white Air Force Ones.
Yep. And I bought them back.
Yeah,
because you ain't wearing them.
I don't believe in wearing all white shoes, except only for high school reunion when I'm wearing orange and white. Julian. Damn. Yes.
Talking about Julian.
Should have been a Jaguar.
Oh, wow. Do you hear him? Make sure you cut that part out.
Nope. This one's staying. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the Jaguar symbol right in the bottom corner.
You bet the fuck not. Love you, Tom.
I love you too, Trent. And I'm going to say this on your platform before we go.
Go ahead.
From my heart, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate how influential you've been.
Okay.
You have been a source of reconciliation.
Okay.
You have been a source for me to straighten up and get my shit. Don't be doing that Ms. Warren here.
Bring it on, Tom. Bring it on, Tom. Yeah.
I appreciate the little brother that's bigger and wiser than the big brother. Not to discredit AJ and Keith or Keisha or any of the older siblings, but I do feel like there are days that we have a closer bond as adults, and I can talk to you judgment free about things. And I did not see this show in your future. It was supposed to be in mine.
Oh, wow.
But everything that I bought, you got.
So right.
My second room is set up for me.
You should have to do a podcast.
A podcast. Everything is set up for me to do everything that you're doing. But you took it and ran with it. And I am the Robin to you being Batman when it comes time to this show.
Right.
So I want to come on your platform and thank you for just being a real brother. And again, that's not to discredit Keith and AJ. I don't talk to Keith and AJ like I call you.
Right.
I got their number, but we don't talk about stuff like that.
No, I get that.
I am appreciative for you. I am grateful for you. You are listed as my emergency contact if something happens to me at work. Matter of fact, you're supposed to be the one in charge of the money to make sure the shit get paid for if something happens to me.
Yes, sir.
But I do want to tell you that I love you from the bottom of my heart, that I am grateful for you. I am grateful for our relationship, and I wish nothing but all of God's peace, blessings, and success to you and your family. And when this blows up
I told you coming with me. You coming with me.
On primetime TV, I'm going to be right there.
You coming with me.
In the background.
You coming with
Lights, camera, action, because we got to get this shit going.
Give Tommy a job, man. And I want to thank you, too, for just being monumental. Like I said, I used to come get in your bed. You was always a protector, always whatever you could give, whatever you could do. You was there, no question. So I want to give you all that same love and respect back. Everything that you're doing for yourself now, every place that you've been able to get yourself to. Man, I see it. I admire it. I love it. I don't take it for granted. And it's just real. Everything that we're doing is real, man. And it just speaks to who we are as men, who we've chosen to be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? How we was raised, how we want to go forward. And that's just what it's about. Real brothers.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Only thing I just don't, that I have a quarrel with you about, and it's not much so your You had nothing to do with this decision. The only thing I'm upset with you and Shauna about is that y'all went to Morgan Park. Y'all should have went to Julian. I don't understand.
We never applied, Tom.
That's true. Y'all were fed into it.
We never applied.
Y'all were fed into it.
Tell the real story. You applied at Morgan Park and didn't get in.
Couldn't get in.
That's why the slogan remains, you should have been a Mustang. Y'all took that.
Jaguar.
Y'all took that.
Y'all hated we got out of school at 1:53 and y'all was getting out at 3:05.
I ain't never got out of school no motherfucking 3 o'clock.
What time did y'all get out? Y'all always
2:46.
Okay, y'all still got out
2:46.
about an hour after we did.
Because I mean, and then
we had the better band.
The only thing we know to come out of Julian was felons.
Shit, this ain't gonna make it.
Get him.
But no, I appreciate it.
None but love.
I love you so much.
You are wonderful. Now, you talked about all that getting on the podcast shit, but how many episodes can you think you can do in front of a camera sitting down like that?
I don't know. It depends on it depends. I might come back one day for a part 2. You never know.
You
Just
might.
Another catch up. Or you get enough equipment, and I'm not being funny, but you can get all of us out here.
That's what I want to do. I talked to Shauna about that. So
you can get, or it don't even have to be here. You can rent a space on
right, and then just have everybody. That's true.
Have everybody come out.
That would be
there. Have some food, please.
That'll be raw.
Have some food.
Have some food. That'll be raw.
Drinks, maybe, and it has to be some time where I don't have any responsibilities, and we can go from there.
That'll be raw.
Yep,
we're gonna do that real soon.
Roll that beautiful footage. Thanks for watching the Trent the Truth Show. That ending credit.
Oh, you know how, right?
I already know where it's going in at.
Real brothers.
Yep.
Thanks again for tuning in to the Trent the Truth Show. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. Follow us on social media, Trent the Truth. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to be a guest, email me at TrentTheTruthShow@gmail.com. Again, that's TrentTheTruthShow@gmail.com. Thanks again. Tell your friends. Watch it together.